So starting with episode 484 of the Naruto Shippuden anime, and now onto episode 485, the show is taking a new direction. Now, I was always kind of skeptical about how Naruto, as a series would fare beyond the final Naruto versus Sasuke fight, and then, the event that Naruto becomes Hokage, because the entire show is built upon the premise of Naruto becoming Hokage, and then you look at the end of the manga, which, finishes with the battle between Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto finally wins Sasuke over, so that whole long story arc that, began all the way back when he went to leave the Hidden Leaf Village back in, chapter, what was that, like 250 or something, is finally concluded in chapter 699. Then the last chapter of the Naruto manga, chapter 700, is kind of an epilogue where you see Naruto's become a Hokage and all that. Now, obviously, that last chapter is 15 years after chapter 699. So there is a large, unexplored time gap there. 15 years where, not much is known about what's gone on. And they did make the Naruto The Last Movie, which fits in that time gap, which I was not the biggest fan of. It's okay. It's fine. It's more just the device to set up Naruto and Hinata. Now, everyone knows Hinata's the best girl, number one waifu in Naruto. That's for damn sure. But outside of setting up Naruto and Hinata, that movie didn't really do much, I think, of anything. And since a number of novels have been created, focusing on characters and events that happen during that 15-year time period. Now, of course, here in the West, us fans of all this Japanese, anime and games and all this shit, we always get shafted. And I'm not even sure if you can get these novels, if there's English versions or something. I guess I should look into that. But supposedly, a lot of these novels are actually pretty solid. Like, you would think that they might be trash, everyone has always got something negative to say about Naruto. And of course, I have my complaints as well, but Naruto it's not as bad as it's really proclaimed to be. And you wouldn't really think that novels based on an anime series like that would be good, but from all I've heard, they are pretty solid. And now this takes us back to the Naruto Shippuden anime right now. Obviously they've concluded the final fight with Naruto and Sasuke, and now they're in that 15-year time gap. And right now I believe they are adapting the Sasuke Shinden novel, which so far these two episodes, I'll have to say, they've been pretty good. I really like them. I like the focus on Sasuke. How should I put this? So, to me, one of the biggest problems with the Naruto series as a whole is Sasuke's character development. While we do see many different, variations and different emotions and stuff from Sasuke, he's just a little too wishy-washy. As Itachi and Obito both say, he can be dyed any color, we see Sasuke just jump around in motivations and goals just so easily. It's 1 second, he's got to kill Itachi with all of his heart and might, and then the next second he's like, you know what? Fuck that, I love Itachi, and I'm gonna destroy the village that made him sad. It's like, whoa, Sasuke, that happened way too quick. And then all of a sudden, next time we see him, he's pure evil, just murdering innocent people. It's like, what the fuck? It's incredible, but I almost feel like enough time wasn't spent on Sasuke, which is craziness considering most of the series from the point where Itachi dies, most of it is focused on, Sasuke, Naruto, Obito, Madara. So it's crazy to think that Sasuke hasn't had enough camera focus on him, but this is sort of my problem, is that we spend all this time with Sasuke, and it just feels very aimless to me, as I'm not sure if Kishimoto didn't really know which direction he wanted to go with. Sasuke was exploding in popularity for the show, so everything just kind of becomes a jumbled mess. But now we move on to a place where we actually get kind of a payoff, where we're gonna see, all the ridiculousness Sasuke went through and all his crazy mood swings and all that. And now we're kind of getting streamlined to an end sort of goal with Sasuke, where we're seeing his development past, his final farewell with Itachi and his reconciliation with Naruto. So I am actually really liking that the direction they're taking with this showing us Sasuke's growth, which to me does help a lot of the problems of Naruto involving Sasuke, because at least we know now that there is sort of like a purpose to it. It's not just like, Sasuke changes his mind every 5 seconds and then Naruto's like, hey man, I love you, you're my best friend. Sasuke's like, all right, well that's good enough for me. It's like now we actually get to see some soul searching and some, moving forward towards that goal. Now these 2 episodes, they seem to be taking place somewhere around the time period of Naruto, the last movie, because all the characters, except for Sasuke, all the characters have their outfits from Naruto, the last movie. Kakashi has the Hokage outfit from that movie. Naruto, Hinata, Sakura, you guys get the point. Ino looking fine as hell. But this does bring me still to this one complaint I have. Sasuke is a big problem with Naruto, but the much bigger problem with Naruto is the talk no jutsu. Every single villain in the series, the fight ends with them breaking down and crying and either becoming a good guy or not being a bad guy anymore. You go through it, every single one. Like, really, Orochimaru doesn't break down and cry, but, like, you look at it, like, Obito, Kabuto, like, go on and on. Gaara, Kimimaro, Sasori. Like, you really could just go on and on about these villains. And what we get to see here is a closer look at Orochimaru. So I felt like this was one of the big problems, like, with the epilogue and stuff, and even, Boruto, the movie and all of that, is the fact that Orochimaru is still just running around free to do whatever the fuck he wants. Like, I feel like Orochimaru did too much. Now, again, we could say the same thing about Kabuto, and it is interesting because they do actually address a lot of this in episode 485, where Orochimaru basically states, that himself, Kabuto, and Sasuke, the Leaf Village and the other ninja villages are kind of allowing them to, not be locked up in all the crazy ninja prison shit, sort of as a safeguard against, as Orochimaru states, at mavericks who might use, like, inhuman techniques, and then, Orochimaru, Kabuto, and Sasuke could be trump cards that the ninja, villages could use against these threats. Sure, I'll buy this. And Orochimaru also does mention Kabuto being the head of an orphanage. And he mentions how, Kabuto is a less likely threat to do evil than himself. And Sasuke goes, what do you mean? And Orochimaru says, don't you trust the power of, Uchiha Itachi? Which makes sense. Obviously, I gotta assume that, Kakashi and the other Kages, they would have gathered all the info about all the events that took place. They would be very well aware of the fight with Sasuke, Itachi, and Kabuto. They would know how that turned out with Itachi using Izanami and all of that shit. And I agree, Kabuto is a very, very small risk of going evil. I could totally understand letting him go. Sasuke himself, obviously, him, if it wasn't for Sasuke, there wouldn't, all these villages, all these people would be stuck in the infinite Tsukiyomi, and they wouldn't have been able to defeat Kaguya. Like, everything wouldn't have been fixed. So you gotta give Sasuke a pass. That's fine. But motherfucking Orochimaru, I don't want to fucking hear it. This dude, okay? I feel like he's already past the point of no return. We can't forgive this motherfucker. Are we for real? We're just gonna stick Yamato as kind of a spy on him 24/7, and that's it? Kakashi, my man, come on. I just feel there needs to be more explanation as to why Orochimaru is able to run wild. I mean, Sasuke even brings up a number of Orochimaru's evil deeds, the destruction of the Leaf Village attempt that he made, back during the Chunin exams, him killing the 4th Kazekage, like, so that's it? They're just gonna let him run wild after killing, well, I mean, the 3rd Hokage is on Orochimaru's, doorstep too. So he killed 2 Kage, and we're letting this boy run wild? Like, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I just can't see any scenario in which they didn't bring this guy down. Like, I can't. It's madness. It's crazy. Overall, I really like the direction the show is going, though. Talking about this, Sasuke novel is very interesting, where we have some sort of a mysterious villain who's turning people into kind of like exploding zombies. They're kind of like zombies, think of any normal zombie, except when you injure them in any way, they explode, which is kind of an interesting concept, I suppose. And it does clash well with like this ninja world. So I am definitely curious to see where this is going. I'll probably make videos here and there talking about the Naruto anime because I really do like Naruto. And as of right now, I think the direction that it's going in, there's events, the music is on point. The anime's going. I didn't actually foresee that it would be good after the Naruto Sasuke fight. I thought we would be stuck in eternal filler hell with the Naruto anime. But if they're actually going to pump out quality content, that is a pleasant surprise indeed.